Seed of Chucky. Where do I begin with this movie? Well, I guess the synopsis for it is Seed of Chucky as Tiffany and Chucky's son/daughter, Glenn/Glenda, find them, and Tiffany and Chucky will transfer their souls into Jennifer Tilly, who voices Tiffany and plays herself, and Chucky into Redman. And what about Glenn/Glenda? Chucky's going to jerk off to a Fangoria magazine, and Tiffany is going to use an oozing turkey baster to impregnate Jennifer Tilly. That's a long synopsis. All the past Chucky movies could be summed up in a sentence or two. Number 1, kid gets doll, doll is alive, tries to transfer his soul into it. Child's Play 2, doll comes back, tries to transfer his soul into kid again. Child's Play 3, same as the other two. Bride of Chucky. 2, Jesse and Jade get Chucky and Tiffany dolls and tries to get them to their graves to get their amulet back. To get Chucky and Tiffany's amulet back. Really simple plot lines to the past 4 movies. When you get to this, it is a lot. So let's get started with this movie. I have been looking forward to talking about this movie. The positives, surprisingly, are the kills are awesome. You got Redman's evisceration or whatever, Pete Peters' acid on the face, and Tony Gardner's wire decapitation. They wrap a wire around his neck, decapitate him. Fun fact, Tony Gardner is a real person who actually worked on Chucky films for the doll animatronics, so he kind of plays himself in this movie, just like Jennifer Tilly. But that's still kind of cool. That's it for positives. Let's go on to the mixed. I'm glad there's a message of addiction in here. That's kind of interesting. But in a slasher movie, especially a Chucky movie, it feels really weird. So, okay. On to the negatives. The movie starts off with semen dripping onto the screen. I can't believe that. The Japanese music, whenever you see Japan on people's hands, like whenever Glenn is like looking at his hand, Japan, you hear the Japanese music. And also this movie ends with a kung fu battle, and it is really ridiculous. There's way too much humor in it. The humor is too goofy and not darkly comedic like some jokes in Bride of Chucky. Bride of Chucky was actually pretty funny, even if the jokes weren't darkly comedic, like when Jesse kicks the light on his car. That was pretty funny, even though that wasn't like darkly comedic. But yeah, the humor in Seed of Chucky is just terrible. You also have, some other weird stuff, like Chucky jerking off, and you get that for a good 10 seconds, maybe? A good enough time for you to register what's happening. And Tiffany using an oozing turkey baster to impregnate Jennifer Tilly is just weird. Everything else is just, I don't like it. Plus, this movie is just boring. Like, it's not crazy, zany, kind of bad. No, it's just boring. the kills are honestly the only positive on the film. So I could keep going on, but for the negatives, those were like really the big negatives. Like, there's nothing else to this movie. In the end, I don't like it. It's clearly the worst Chucky movie. The negatives far outweigh the one positive of the movie. I mean, come on. I can't recommend Seed of Chucky. That clearly the worst Chucky movie. I mean, you guys knew it when you were watching this. You knew this was going to be the worst Chucky movie. But that's my review on Seed of Chucky. So thanks for watching.